What's up, guys, and welcome to a brand new Five Nights at Freddy's AR update video. Now, yes, I know we are currently riding the hype of the brand new FNAF VR Halloween update for the game, but I'm taking a little bit of a break, and don't worry, there will be a new hacking video on it going up later today, but I'm taking a little bit of a break to talk about some new FNAF AR news because we have a brand new gameplay image and some exciting stuff to discuss about the new early access that's coming soon to the game. But of course, before we get that, if you guys don't know, I'm currently running a giveaway on the Halloween FNAF VR, videos and stuff like that, but I'm also just going to run it on all Five Nights at Freddy's videos until it ends. But basically, all you do to enter is simply leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below saying FNAF, and hit that subscribe button and little bell icon if you haven't already, and that is that you're entered. Now, what are you entering into? I'm actually going to be giving away, and this is the first time I think I've done a giveaway this really massive, but a full PlayStation 4 with a PSVR, with a copy of Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted, and the DLC. So it's a pretty massive giveaway, so be sure to enter all throughout this month. Whenever whenever the giveaway ends, it ends. So yeah, be sure to enter before it ends on all the videos that it's taking place on. But let's go ahead and get into the update. So FNAF AR actually posted something, and like I said, it's some exciting news, concerning early access. And then if you actually pre-registered on their website, the people that did, they actually sent out an email with a new gameplay screenshot and kind of discussing what their plans are for the game. And there is some very, very exciting things to discuss. So let's start with the tweet that first came out. So FNAF AR official made this tweet, and they said early access details will take place before Thanksgiving 2019. Will be batched on a first-come, first-served basis for those who pre-register. Early access players will receive a limited number of invites to play the game with friends. So, just going off of that alone, so, okay, a lot of people weren't sure if the game got delayed. I personally didn't even know it got delayed, because as I said, no, I did a video on FNAF AR whenever we got that new info and stuff like that. I discussed it, and then I didn't even know, but it turns out that they actually made a Reddit post, like, in the Reddit post, in a comment on the Reddit post, they kind of said that the game was, like, delayed a little bit. And, yeah, I wish they would have made that a little bit more clear, but it looks like here, they're just going out and saying it, yeah, the game's, it's delayed until Thanksgiving 2019. So, initially, it was supposed to come out in October, but, yeah, Thanksgiving, not a big deal. I mean, literally, it's less than a month away. So it says before Thanksgiving 2019. Now, this is the early access for the game. So this isn't going to be the full release. We don't know if the early access is going to be the full game or if it's going to be like a small snippet of the game or what, but it's just going to be some kind of, early version of the game. So it said it will be batched on a first come, first served basis for those who pre-register. So if you haven't had the chance to pre-register, be sure to go over there and do so, because from going off of this, it seems like it's the first it's going off of whoever signed up the fastest, I'm guessing. So like if you were like the first person to pre-register, you're definitely getting a key. I was definitely, really close up there, to being some of the first people to register. So I think I'll be fine with getting a key. But what's also exciting is, and I think this is going to make it to where no one's really going to miss out on this. It says early access players will receive a limited number of invites to play the game with friends. So if you do end up getting an early access code, they're going to give you a few extra codes too. So you can give them to your friends. You can give them to, anyone that you want. You can just give them out to other people that might not have it. And, it's a way of, getting other people to play the game. So you guys already know, if I get a code, I'm definitely going to have some code giveaways for you guys whenever I do videos on it. So stay tuned for that, because that's going to be exciting. Maybe I can even get them to send me a few extra codes, because that would be super fun. Like I get like 20 codes and, we can do some kind of a giveaway for that. And, 20 of you guys will be able to play the game, the early access of the game. Now, there's something else they tweeted, which I don't have here, that the game is actually going to be free to play. Now, this has me a little bit worried. They didn't really discuss much of how it's going to be free to play, but I mean, obviously they have to make money off of this game somehow. They're spending all this time, all this work making the characters, making the entire game, and advertising it and stuff like that. So they're putting in a lot of money and effort into this, so they have to make that money back somehow. But if the game is free to play, the only way you can really do that, and I might be wrong about this, would have to be some kind of an in-game microtransaction or some kind of an update later on, maybe new DLC, new characters you have to buy. That has me a little bit worried. Now, I don't think they're going to do it, to where it's like insane, where let's say, you start off with Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, but then if you want to unlock Springtrap or you want to unlock Baby, you've got to pay $5 for Baby. You've got to pay $5 for Springtrap. I mean, I hope they don't do it that way, but I mean, I don't see how else they're going to make money off of this, or maybe like $2 a character. So like if you want to get attacked by certain characters, you have to pay like, maybe $1, $2, $3, something along those lines. But I don't really know. I mean, that has me a little bit worried, but we'll have to wait and see. Either way, you guys already know, whatever they release, if it ends up costing like $100 to play this game with DLC, you guys already know I'm going to be buying it all for you guys to show you guys gameplay. So even if you don't want to buy it, don't worry, I will. But yeah, so that's something to be concerned about. Or I guess not really. I mean, come on, Scott's behind this, and Illumix, I don't think they're going to do any of us wrong, so I don't think that's really a big deal. Anyways, let's get on to the email that they actually sent out for people who pre-registered. So this is the email I got. I'm just going to read through the entire thing, except for like the bottom part, really, because that's not important stuff. But I guess I'll show the gameplay screenshot first. So this is the gameplay screenshot that they supplied with the email. And as you guys can see, it is Shadow Bonnie, or WXY, whatever his name is, his actual name. The giant cluster of letters. Let's just call him Shadow Bonnie. And he's actually going to be in the game. Now, I would normally go ahead and look at the background of this image and like zoom in and, you know, really see where this takes place. But here's what you got to remember. I mean, this is supposed to be like your house, you know, behind him. I'm assuming, at least. I don't think it's going to have some kind of like augmented, you know, it's going to like turn, I don't know, your house into another house. No, I think this is just like some setup that they kind of put in. But I mean, if we are going off of this, it looks like it's some kind of like a school or something. And, you know, Shadow Bonnie's coming to get you in that school. But I doubt that's, you know, I don't think the background matters. So the main thing is this giant Shadow Bonnie who's just coming closer and closer. And you guys can see he's got the white, you know, eyes, the white teeth. He looks so cool. This looks actually really sick. And then on the bottom left, we've got like a power meter and a flashlight icon on the right side. And in the middle, it's like some kind of a white circle with a countdown maybe on it. So I'm assuming you've got a flashlight, which is obviously your phone, and you can, you know, shine it. Like, you'd have to point it at somebody and then press that middle button. And, you know, obviously your power will drain, but you can get them to go away. So you're gonna have to be constantly moving left, right, you know, back, forth, every direction, and looking out for new animatronics coming to get you. And if you see them, you've got to shine your light at them to blast them away, you know, to get them to go away. Now, I'm curious what that timer would be for, though, the 17 seconds. If that is a timer, maybe you have to survive for like a minute, you know, with every animatronic or something like that. Like there's a wave system, you know, something along the lines of like Gears of War, you know, like horde mode. I don't know. I mean, that's one of the things I really do wish that they do, you know, kind of reveal before the actual early access, is some kind of a, you know, gameplay trailer. I'm curious as to why they're not doing a gameplay trailer. That's the biggest thing I'm wondering here, because they've done teasers, they've done like pre-rendered, you know, videos and stuff like that, but they haven't shown physical gameplay of it, and I'm not sure why. I'm assuming, I mean, my thought process would be that we're gonna get a gameplay trailer, you know, sometime this month or early next month. I think that'd be perfect. Like, let's say, you know, we get the gameplay trailer and then early access starts the week after. So, you know, they show some gameplay at the end of the trailer. They're like, sign up, pre-register for early access beginning November 19th, you know, give us a date and stuff like that. You know, that's what I would imagine would happen here. But either way, it's a super exciting image. Now, also, what's interesting to point out is on the bottom, there's an X icon, almost like you can go to like something else. Because like when I see an X like that, it makes me think of like cam systems and stuff like that, you know, in FNAF 1, where like you pull them up and then to go back, you go back to like the main office. So maybe it's like this is camera mode, or maybe you have some kind of a mask on to see the shadow animatronics. I don't know. And then you can like X out to go back to like the normal mode of the game, or I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's all up to speculation because we don't really know much about the game. But let's go ahead and get into what the email says. Now, I'm not going to show this on screen because, you know, I'm going to read it out loud to you guys. I don't think you guys are going to care about reading the image yourself. If you do, though, you know, just sign up for their pre-register, you know, email in the on their website, and you can get the email yourself. But it says, FNAF AR special delivery offering early access for the first free-to-play game in the franchise. Now, right there, that's interesting that they say it's the first free-to-play game in the franchise, because we had FNAF World, which I'm pretty sure, I think did it cost money when it first came out and then it went free? But that was free. Ultimate Custom Night was free. I think there was another game that was free too, but I don't think it's the first free-to-play one in the game's franchise. But I don't know. Either way, I guess free-to-play mobile, even though I think FNAF World came out on mobile, didn't? I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter. Illumix is revealing more information about the highly anticipated Five Nights at Freddy's AR special delivery, the next installment in one of today's most popular and iconic horror properties. Illumix first announced the title in September, sending waves of excitement through the fanbase with the idea of characters from the fan-favorite franchise coming to life. Today, Illumix is announcing that Five Nights at Freddy's AR special delivery will be the first free-to-play game in the franchise. It is the first FNAF game designed specifically for mobile gaming, as opposed to being a mobile port of the previous PC games. Okay, so right there, yeah, it's going to be designed specifically for mobile gaming. So yeah, it's the first FNAF game for mobile gaming, as opposed to being a mobile port of the previous PC games. So yeah, they are right about that. Illumix will continue to update the title with new content and features during live operations, and will take into account community feedback on an ongoing basis. Illumix CEO Kieran Sinha, I'm so sorry if I said that wrong, says, Illumix is committed to creating innovative AR content that is accessible to everyone. Our DNA is in the community gaming, and we are excited to begin working directly with the fans to evolve our first title through an early access program. So how do you get involved? You know, go to their website, sign up. And it says early access details. The upcoming timed early access period will take place before Thanksgiving 2019, and with the official launch to follow. So it's going to be like a timed thing. So it looks like you can hop on for like maybe a week or a few days, play the game early access, and then it's going to cut off, and then we're going to get the actual game maybe like a week after that. Early access players will be granted in batches on a first come first served basis. Anyone that has pre-registered will have a chance to be granted access. Players with an early access ticket will also receive a limited number of invitations so that they can play the game with their friends. So I actually got an early access ticket, so I'm going to be able to get a few extra codes here to give out to some of you guys. That's going to be exciting. But either way, okay, so one of the interesting things that I read here and I want to bring up is it says Illumix will continue to update the title with new content and features during live operations and will be taking into account community feedback on an ongoing basis. Now, I love to see that from a developer. I love to see that so much, that they're going to be constantly taking in community feedback. You know, if they're always on the Reddit page, they're always reading comments and stuff like that, which I love. You know, that's a really good sign. You know, I hope they continue this, you know, being active on the Reddit, responding to comments, you know, being active on their YouTube, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. You know, just make sure you're following the community's, you know, I guess ideas and stuff like that. I mean, obviously the community doesn't make it, well, the community does kind of make a game, but you know what I mean. Just, you know, I'm just happy that they're following the community and, you know, kind of sticking with them and what we want and stuff like that, and really, you know, trusting. I guess we're trusting them, but they're also trusting us. I don't know. Either way, it's super exciting that they say that they'll continue to update the title with new content and features during live operations. So it looks like when the game comes out, we're going to be getting updates. So like, I guess here's what I'm thinking. Like, it comes out in November. We might be getting like a December update for the game that'll like change certain animatronics, like Christmas animatronics. Is that what they're talking about here? Or are they talking about like, you know, you're gonna have a set amount of animatronics when the game first comes out, and then maybe a month later we'll get a new animatronic that you can buy in the, you know, the shop for the game, and then the month after that another animatronic. You know, like, I guess we're gonna be getting like constant updates with new animatronics to come against us. Or, you know, maybe skins for those animatronics. Either way, I'm excited. I mean, I know a lot of people, when they see a free-to-play game that has, like, a shop where you have to buy stuff with, like, in-app purchases, they usually hate that. But me, personally, as long as it's not, like, you know, a main storyline thing. I mean, even for a free-to-play game, I guess you could do this because it's free-to-play. But, as you know, as long as it's, like, cosmetic things or, you know, even new animatronics, I would be perfectly fine with buying stuff like that. I would actually be excited to buy something like that, you know? Like, if you know, let's just say Fredbear pops up on the item shop, I'm going to buy that, and I'm going to be super excited to see that, you know, and I think a lot of other people will be too, because it's not something that you have to play, you know, it's not like, it doesn't affect the base game in any way, so I don't know, that's what I'm hoping they do, like, you know, new characters and stuff like that, but either way, some exciting stuff for FNAF AR is coming, and I cannot wait. Either way, like, I mean, it's just cool that we're getting, first of all, it's free to play. It's probably going to have in-app purchases. I personally really like that. And not only that, but we just got new FNAF VR DLC, and we're still getting DLC next week on the 29th. So it looks like we're going to have content nonstop, basically, from this month into November. I mean, it looks like, I mean, I'm assuming the 29th we'll get that new FNAF VR DLC. That'll probably last us all, you know, another week. And then after that, I mean, by that time, it'll be probably November, you know, 5th or 6th or something like that, maybe even longer. And then, of course, you know, all we have is like another 2-3 weeks, and then we have FNAF AR, or at least the early access. And then, of course, we get the full release after that. So there's going to be a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's content coming to the channel and just in general to everybody. And it's pretty exciting. Now, they actually did send out another email, and it's not really anything important, so I didn't really show it. But it just kind of says, you know, it's like a TLDR of the other email I just read. So it says FNAF AR will be free to play, available on both iOS and Android. So if you guys were wondering, yes, you are going to be able to play it on iOS and Android. Full device compatibility list, they have one. If you want to check it out, like I said, pre-register on their website. The upcoming timed early access period will take place before Thanksgiving, which you already know, with the official launch to follow. Early access will be granted in batches, blah, blah, blah. Nothing really new here. And then, of course, players with the early access ticket will be able to get other invites for other people and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's it. I mean, it's exciting. It's a lot of exciting stuff happening for Five Nights at Freddy's. I really hope this hype doesn't die down, because we did have a moment there where, like, we weren't really getting any info. We didn't know what was happening, and I kind of hope they continued to update us. Like, I love the fact that Scott actually gave out the IP to other, you know, companies and stuff like that, because when it was just Scott, it was all reliant on him to get these teasers out, to update the websites, to do the games himself, to add the music, do this, do that. Now it's like, okay, Scott's working on his own project, and then he's also got this company working on a project that's constantly updating the game. He's got another company working on a project. He's got another company working on a project, another company. So he's got like all these different companies all working on Five Nights at Freddy's at the same time. So hopefully we'll be getting, you know, like a semi-decent, you know, amount of Five Nights at Freddy's content every month. You know, maybe something new for every game every month or every few weeks or something like that. I don't know. I'm excited though for the future. So Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And of course, stay tuned later today for a new FNAF VR video. We are going to be hacking the game, which I just almost coughed right there, but we're going to be hacking the game, and we're actually going to be hacking into, I want to do the FNAF 4 mansion, that, you know, that mansion, the trick-or-treat one, because I actually saw something in the window that I really want to show you guys, and also it's just like, there's some cool stuff behind us, like some graves and stuff like that I really want to hack to, so stay tuned to that. It's going to be super exciting and a lot of fun. Anyways, I'll see you all in that video. Peace out.